Hey, what's going on, guys? Tobin here with you. Thanks for checking out the channel. Much appreciated. You're beautiful. I love you. Thank you so much. If you guys could subscribe here, that'd be great. If you could subscribe on our WQAM page and watch Tobin and Leroy weekdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and check us on out there. I'd appreciate that. That would mean a lot to me. Got a new Porpoise pod out, too, with my guy Alejandro Solano, which you guys can watch on the QAM page or download it on all your podcast platforms. I'll put all the links in the description, and you guys can check that on out. But interesting thing coming from the owners' meeting in regards to one of the Dolphins. So Christian Wilkins is one of the big keep your own guys happy that the Dolphins need to kind of settle up with. There's been so much attention to Tua Tagovailoa, fifth-year option. Are they going to do it? Are they going to get into it? What's the deal with Tua? But Christian Wilkins, I mean, like, this guy was an absolute monster last year. Dominant season. You think about a year where he was going into it maybe with a little bit to prove. I don't think a ton to prove, but like just to see, is he a good player? But I think that Christian Wilkins proved last year that he's an elite player. I mean, really, with the amount of tackles that he had, the leadership that he showed on that defensive side. And a defense, I get it, where a lot of people were like, disappointed in some fashions and didn't have maybe the effect. I'd tell you what, if they didn't have Christian Wilkins, it would have been way worse. It would have been a complete meltdown if they didn't have somebody like him. And you just think about, the chase downs, the kind of energy that he brings, the disruption that he has up the middle, the disruption that he has getting after quarterbacks, all of that stuff. Like, he's just a monster. He is a monster, and they need to lock him up. And so Mike McDaniel did say, he was speaking with reporters at the owners' meetings and was asked about the progress in Wilkins' extension talks, and he said, quote, "Oh yeah, constant conversations. That's a priority of ours, and that's something that a group of people have to work together to do something that makes the most sense for the individual and the team. That process will be steadfast, but it is a priority of ours. I know that Chris Greer and Brandon Shore are working on that, as well as Christian's representation." So saying that there is progress going in that is definitely some good news for Dolph fans to hear that wouldn't be an issue going in, because you go and you make this big splash and bringing in Jalen Ramsey and you get Vic Fangio. I can't imagine there's going to be some kind of a hang up on this because you figure about all the investments that you've already put into the defense as it is. To come up short on this would be pretty surprising. And I just think you need Christian Wilkins, not only for his talent, but his attitude as well. Like, people don't like playing that dude. I mean, let's be frank about it. Like, as adorable as it is that he sings show tunes and is great mic'd up, he's also kind of dirty as a player. Like, he will go with the extracurriculars, which is good. I mean, that is, look, if there's something I want from my defensive lineman, that's one of those things. Like, the type of mentality you have to have in the trenches there is something that, it takes a little bit of crazy. And I think that, the idea that he's there singing Broadway music and also will, maybe grab your junk in a dog pile to get a football loose. Oh man, I think one of the things that I love most about Christian Wilkins, God, does Josh Allen seem to hate playing him. I mean, between the fights that they have had, between Josh Allen trying to push him down and falling to the ground, and then he puts on this whole show pony peacocking display, like, "Oh, I'm a tough guy too, Christian." I just think that's great, because I do think that is, he is got that attitude that he brings, and you think about what this division could end up being. I mean, hell, like, look, I don't like this Patriots Lamar Jackson fodder that's out there, where it's like, oh, maybe the Patriots will get involved. Meek Mill is out here saying that Lamar wants to go to the Patriots. And believe me when I tell you, like, look, all of this Lamar Jackson Dolphins stuff, I like Lamar Jackson as a player. I think he's really, really good. If he went to the Patriots, you're telling me you want to be more worried about Lamar going to the Patriots or Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets? I'm almost more worried about Lamar going to the Patriots than I would be Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, because I do think that you have one guy who's still like entering his prime, still has some really, really great years left. And, that's a team that you feel like Bill Belichick can always coach a defense. Not a very Patriots-like move because, like, when do they make that sexy a splash? They never really seem to. Even when they go and spend a lot of money in free agency, it's just kind of like, who do they get? What? Like, what was the exciting maneuver there? Usually it's like, oh, they're going to get guys on the down end. They're going to get Secchi. Like Mike McDaniel said, they got to get Secchi. A guy with a chip on his shoulder, something to prove, come in there, try and provide something for the Patriots. So I don't love it. I don't love the fact that there is this stuff out there, and I don't know when that Lamar stuff is going to be resolved and all that. Like, he did a tweet out yesterday talking about his injuries. Like, would have been selfish for me to play on injury. I wouldn't have been as effective, because a lot of people thought, oh, was he sitting out last year to protect himself, or was he was he making some kind of statement towards the organization? I don't know. It's tough to answer all that stuff. I don't think that that's really in his nature. I think the guy was just genuinely hurt. So makes me nervous, though. I'm telling you that. But back to the Dolphins business of it all. Yeah, you have to get Christian Wilkins figured out and get that extension underway, because look, the guy is going to be the heart of Vic Fangio's defense. Which, by the way, did you hear Mike McDaniel where he was out here just proclaiming that Vic Fangio not grumpy like people thought?
I don't know. By all testaments, some people have. There's been some reputation as Vic has gone through his career that he might be grumpy or something. I don't know. All I know is in our office, he's the most cheerful, happy-go-lucky guy there. So it's been a great off-season experience that I'm excited to build upon.
I love the idea of Vic Fangio being in the office and like he's like wacky T-shirt guy, or like, because we'll have these in our studios here sometimes where it'll be like, oh, it's theme day, and it's like it's jersey day. We're all wearing football jerseys or soccer kits to the office, or like you have Vic Fangio. He's starting the league fantasy baseball pool. Like, hey, what's going to be your team name there, McCochin? He's just there bringing camaraderie. It's a beautiful thing to see. So I don't know. One of the things that was interesting though, with the Dolphins, they have made it legal to wear zero. Zero is now an eligible number, and I saw a couple things. One, I saw that Tyreek Hill had proclaimed that that Jalen Waddle should wear zero for the number of times that he beat him at Madden, which, I mean, Tyreek Hill's trolling on Twitter has just hit a very, very prime level. He says, Waddle need to wear zero so he can show how many times he beat me in Madden. And then Javon Holland is interestingly seeming to flirt with the idea of playing zero. And he said, zero is hard as F. And I was like, whoa, is he actually, like, was there an idea? He couldn't do that. You're the snowman. The snowman is 8. Like that, it's too perfect. I think he did end up clarifying later in the day. He said, stop asking if I'm changing my damn number. But look, when you put that flirtation out there, Javon, like, people are going to wonder, are you going to something else? He can't. You can't change your number when your nickname is your number. Like that. It's just, it's too perfect. I don't know who zero should be, though. I think that has to go to like a DB or a wide receiver, it feels like. That's the way it would go. X, number 2 established, can't go there. I mean, Jalen Ramsey could go that direction, I guess, but I think he was 5, and he was 5 by the time he finished up in L.A., and Teddy Bridgewater's not here, so I suppose you could just go with that. I don't know. Maybe they're even selling Jalen Ramsey numbers already that I'm unaware of. But, yeah, I think definitely somebody should hop on that. You know what? I think Braxton Berrios wearing zero, that'd be cool. But somebody's got to hop on that zero bandwagon. Like, I do feel like that's one of those things where I think David Long was kind of throwing his hat in the ring, new linebacker. Maybe he goes with zero. But, like, I think DB, it feels a little bit more of a better fit, a cleaner fit. But I don't know who's going to go that way. But I'm glad that Snowman squashed all potential rumors that he was moving on from number 8.